A fan of Usher speaks out and refutes reports of a divorce. In one of my earlier videos, I discussed this widely shared video of him singing to one of his female fans at his. She appeared to be willing to risk everything during the event, and a rumor surfaced claiming that her spouse had abandoned her following the release of this tape. Usher did not end a marriage, despite his guilt of making some commotion in the marriage, as it turned out when this rumor went viral. A few partnerships this time he did not end a marriage, and his admirer even publicly said that she is not married but rather single. Her name is Rewind Thursday to when I was taking care of myself and then cherries, and I would do it again without a doubt. Thank you for that. I haven't had time to share my highlights, so here you go. There isn't a 45-year-old husband, but I can assure you that maintaining composure is essential. Becoming lighter. Then she went as well, on the Hustling show in the morning, and she verified that she is really unmarried.
You've seen her face everywhere in the past 2 days.
I heard you was married. You a married woman.
I am not a married woman. That is false, Your Honor. My name is to be cleared up in this moment. Yes, I was there. I did have means. Yes, the cherries were present. I did have motive. I am single. I'm ready to mingle. And if you are wealthy with a passport and like cherries, give me a jingle.
So she isn't married, you guys. It was a lie. I'm sorry I ever reported it. It's ridiculous, but would Rihanna not accept Tyla? There are some admirers that are curious. Why hasn't Rihanna given singer Tyla credit? Despite her claims that Rihanna is one of her greatest inspirations, Tyla has recently received recognition from several well-known musicians like Beyoncé. Contacted her neighborhood florist and sent her a note and flowers complimenting her on her album. Janet Jackson also acknowledged her, and Janet was dancing to her song Water.
One person who gave feedback on Water or made a video for Water that surprised you?
Janet Jackson.
Yeah. Why was she so surprising for you? Are you a big Janet Jackson fan?
Come on. Who isn't?
Additionally, Ciara has declared her desire to collaborate with Tyler.
With someone, and it could be super cool to maybe work with Tyla. I think what she does is just, her music is really infectious, and she makes people dance through her music. And for me, it's really important to make the world dance.
So Tyla has received various significant cosigns, but her largest motivation, although Rihanna has not yet acknowledged her, some have pointed out that one Twitter user stated, "As a Navy person, I'm going to say this. It's weird that one person Tyla admired never acknowledged her. I'm talking about you." Now, I do believe that this is petty because Rihanna is too busy running her billionaire business to even consider things like this, but the fans want her to acknowledge Tyla because Tyla has been praising Rihanna for a long time. And it's interesting because Rihanna has acknowledged another Afrobeat artist named Ira Star, who is one of Tyla's peers. Ira stated that she loves Rihanna, and Rihanna loves Ira. She even said that she wanted to give her a verse, which I don't think she's serious about because Rihanna isn't trying to do music. It's the fact that she acknowledged Ira, who is a huge fan, but not her other daughter Tyla, who is also a huge fan.
Do you have an album or an artist that really did it for you?
I always say Rihanna. Always.
Have you met her yet?
Not yet. Hey, I'm nervous, but hopefully one day.
Rihanna was like, I just wanted to be her.
Who are some of the biggest influences in your music and in your career?
I would like to say Aaliyah and Rihanna. Yeah. I look up to Rihanna. She's done an amazing job, and I hope to one day be on that level and even bigger, you know?
Oh, yes.
Because I really believe.
Therefore, Tyla looks up to Rihanna and stated that she even wants to be bigger, which is a little ambitious given how difficult it is to surpass an artist like Rihanna. However, I could tell that Tyla's team is following Rihanna's lead because of how she handles her music career. The business treats you like a bald-headed stepchild, saying, "Okay, if you don't want to do music anymore, we could find another you." I believe that Tyla has been selected by the business to fill that gap, and perhaps Rihanna is aware of this, which is why she hasn't recognized her yet. Although she isn't ready to carry the torch, I believe that when Rihanna and Tyla cross paths, the rumors that Rihanna dislikes Tyla will stop. We must now discuss Netflix's Pop the Balloon program, which is just amazing. This dispute involving the Pop the Balloon live performance on Netflix right now, the entire Pop the Balloon concept was popularized by Arletta Mooley and her husband Bolia Matundu, who also developed the viral Snatch program Pop the Balloon or Find Love, which attracted Netflix's attention. As you may know, Pop the Balloon Live was really lifted from a YouTube show that they launched. And Netflix wanted to create their own version for their network, so they ended up using a different host. Originally, the show was hosted by Arlette, but they ended up hiring comedian and actress Yvonne Orji instead. Arlette and her husband were also executive producing the show, so it was a win for them because they continued to receive compensation from the Netflix series, and they were able to maintain their original YouTube show. However, the Netflix version of the show has generated a lot of controversy because it is more diverse and no longer focuses on black singles, and to be honest, I don't think diversity is a bad thing. Detrimental if done properly, but the show felt disorganized, forced, and unnatural. One contestant, Johnny Bananas from The Challenge, appeared on the show and made a remark that deeply offended many viewers.
You look like you sleep from a tree upside down.
Me? Oh, you don't want this smoke from me, Johnny. What's he talking about?
People were somewhat incensed when they saw this because they believed he was making fun of the black girl in the blue dress and comparing her feet to an animal. However, Johnny later stated that he was actually referring to the white girl in the green dress, but he did not make that clear on the show, so people assumed he was referring to the black girl. This is what I was worried about, as I was worried that they would make the black girl the target of the joke. It didn't help that this contestant was simply behaving like the stereotypical black girl that the media frequently portrays. I didn't like it, you know what I mean? Everything felt so forced and unentertaining, and they were being dragged online about it. In fact, when I visited the Spiritual Words page, some of the comments were posted. One tweet read, "I watched the balloon pop on Netflix and it was instantly ruined. This was a black show. I saw 1.5 black women and they have awful personalities. The fact that a white girl is rapping and a black girl is straining herself to be ghetto makes it obvious to me that Netflix doesn't get the show or its audience since they have already gentrified it and need to start again. I don't believe these Netflix people are searching for anything, so please, pop the balloon, get these reality stars who are only seeking a viral moment off the show. Love is more like seeking publicity, and the pop stars version of the quote-unquote there is a lot of phony laughter and a lack of seriousness in this Pop the Balloon on Netflix, and the participants are rather awkward. Who had the brilliant idea to make this live? It's a hot mess and chaotic, like Netflix was attempting to combine Pop the Balloon and Winging Out. Netflix, some things don't need to be touched, and Pop the Balloon Live seems like a horrible Saturday Night Live spoof. Pop the Balloon is one of these items are destroyed by Netflix. Netflix had gold in their hands. All they needed to do was give Arlette and BM the opportunity to perform a live version of their show. This version is not only inauthentic but also cheesy. It seems like paid actors are performing it. Pop the Balloon lol. This may be a one and done show. Thank you Dang for keeping Pop the Balloon on YouTube. Pop the Balloon was gentrified by Netflix, ruining it wife. Pop the Balloon may be seen live on Netflix. As I enter, I see a white woman rapping and leaving. Pop the Balloon's notes are becoming better. Netflix number 1 advises competitors not to interrupt one another. Number 2 forbids contenders from ever again becoming like Johnny B. And number 3, the talk show theme, the crowd laughing, the lights, everyone talking over each other, and the presenter sweeping loudly all made me angry since the set appears too staged without a live audience. The damn stage, oh I'm so embarrassed. I'll definitely be back on YouTube. A lot of people were upset about the Netflix version of Pop the Balloon, and with good reason. I don't think Netflix handled this well. They simply wanted to capitalize on something that was popular but didn't know how to package it, so it ended up being pretty dumb. To be honest, they would have been better off creating a dramatized version of the show, which they could have made look like. The scene where the Bachelor is eliminated, tell me what you think of this video below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share if you care. Thank you so much for watching.